Here this evening, it's no secret that mobile sports gambling has been big business here in New York ever since it was legalized in January. And back then, Caesars Sportsbook quickly announced a deal with the Buffalo Bills to be the official betting partner. Well, next season, that will take on a bigger role. Our partners at Buffalo Business First reporting that Highmark Stadium will get a Caesars Sportsbook lounge in the former business class club. It will give the facility a space dedicated to that betting partnership. A short time ago, I spoke about it with Dan Miner, who reported this story for Business First. Dan, we appreciate you being here. I think the first question that any fan would have here is, what is this lounge actually going to be, right? What's it going to look like? Because, you know, it's not like you need a sports book when you can just do most of this on your phone now, right?
Yeah, it's a sports bar. It's premium seating, so it's something that you can buy tickets to, single game tickets or season-long tickets. And on game days, you can go there a little bit before the game and stay a little after the game. There'll be, some sort of tech-specific features. There'll be big screens, just like a sports bar. And with the obvious novelty of the fact that you can turn around and watch the actual Bills game live. There'll be specific features to the presenting sponsors, Caesars Sportsbook. There'll be, for instance, abilities to make different kinds of bets that are available only to the people on the Caesars app who have bought tickets to that to that game, to the lounge. And there'll be like a gated section for people 21 and over who can come in and have access to consulting and education from actual Caesars employees who are on site that day.
You talk about Caesars having this partnership. We've seen a lot of the ads with them in relation to the Bills. This is really just kind of one part of a bigger relationship between the two, right?
Yeah. Relationship is an interesting word, because I think if you really want to understand it, you have to break down what each individual side gets out of it. I mean, for Caesars, it's interesting because anybody who goes to a Bills game can open any of the state-approved sportsbook apps, and make bets. So there's no way to gate or limit the people who can into betting into one specific channel. You're an attendee of a Bills game, you have the choice. So from the sports betting or gambling entity like Caesars, this is a marketing and business development opportunity, so that you can, you can really get in front of customers and find a way in a sort of commoditized industry to really funnel people into your app, whether it's specific giveaways or promotions, or whether it's just you have the marketing power to put your name out in front. For the Bills, it's interesting to look at this in a league-wide context. I mean, it's 4 or 5 years now where they've really opened the gates on a closer relationship with sports betting, and this relationship or this sponsorship involves Caesars paying them for this opportunity. It's an ancillary business line, and we all know that the NFL is all about boosting their bottom line with ancillary products and services.
So looking forward, Dan, finally, what does this kind of relationship between the team and sports betting generally say as we look forward to the new stadium and all the talk that's been out there that it's going to include, not only what you're talking about we'll have this season, but probably something bigger, right?
Absolutely. So in other cities, they have built really fancy sports books how should I put it? Betting oriented sports lounges within these bigger facilities. This, you really should temper your expectations for the coming year. This is basically tired space that was already club seating. It was the old Time Warner class a spot, and they're going to basically retrofit it, but it's not going to be this eye-popping thing. However, the plans are that this is a trial run to learn how people use this and how people like it, to really build a large, make a major investment in this kind of facility in the new stadium. So this is what happens this year very much has to do with what's going to be built in the new facility.
Interesting to follow for sure. Dan Miner reports for our partners at Buffalo Business First. Thanks so much for helping us understand this.
Thanks for having me.